All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back updates and information as to the what. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first. We will collect them. Court strike out Nnamdi Kanu's fundamental rights suit against the federal government. Justice Inyan Eko of the Federal High Court, Abuja, has struck out a 50 billion suit filed by the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, against the federal government. In a ruling, Justice Eko struck out the suit for lacking of diligent prosecution. At the hearing, neither Kanu nor the federal government was present in court. Justice Eko noted that the case had been adjourned 3 times due to lack of representation, with the federal government's legal team attending on the last occasion, but no lawyer present for Kanu. As a result, the judge ruled that the suit should be dismissed. Kanu has sued the federal government and Attorney General of the Federation. He sued the defendant over allegations bordering on violation of his rights. Further alleged that he was kidnapped from Kenya and brought back to Nigeria to stand trial. He wants the court to determine whether the manner in which he was abducted in Kenya and extraordinary rendition to Nigeria is consistent with extant laws. Specifically, he cited the provision of Article 12, Bracket 4 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, Ratification and Enforcement, Act Cap A9 Law of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, and Article Part 5, Bracket A of the African Charter's Principle and Guidelines on Human and People's Rights while countering terrorism in Africa. Kanu also wants the court to determine whether by the operation of Section 15 of Extradition Act Cap E25 Law of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, the plaintiff can be completely legally tried for offenses standing count 1 to 14 of the 15-count amended charge. He said the counts are not the offenses for which he was surrendered or extraordinary rendition to Nigeria. In the originating summons, the IPOB leader is seeking 11 reliefs, including an order for his release from Department of State Service custody DSS. He is also seeking an order restraining the defendant from taking any further step to prosecute him over criminal charge currently pending before a sister court presided over by Justice Bintanyako. Kanu also asked the court to award the sum of 100 million to him as the court of his action. But in a notice of preliminary objection dated June 6, 2022, but filed June 27, 2022, the federal government and AGF prayed the court to dismiss the suit, describing it as an abuse of court process. Giving one ground of argument, the defendants argued that Kanu had filed an earlier suit with similar facts before a federal high court Umuahia division. They further argued that the two defendants were parties in the suit. According to the defendants, this renders this suit as an abuse of court process that deprived the court of the jurisdiction to entertain the instant suit. Aloy Ejimako had in one of the proceedings told Justice Eko that he had filed a notice for a charge of counsel. Ejimako told the court that he would be taking over the case from Mike Ozekome-san, who filed the suit on April 2022. All right, wonderful people, welcome back. This is happening today live in court as Nnamdi Kanu, should I call it a loss in court, because the court has struck out his fundamental, it's more like, striking out his fundamental rights suit. And of course, you know that every citizen of Nigeria have the right, but as it is, the court has struck it out, and according to the court, that Nnamdi Kanu was not represented in this case. He has no lawyer to represent him. But remember, some time ago, Kanu asked all his lawyers to resign, that he is going to be representing himself in court, of which he did in his last appearance, of which he also apologized for the federal government in some manners. And on this note, I still wonder what is going on. And the question is, what is actually the fate of Martin Nnamdi Kanu at this point? All right, let's go to Anambra State as Governor Soludo issues strong warning to native doctors in Anambra State. Governor Soludo of Anambra State has issued a warning against pollution of streams and rivers by native doctors engaging in ritual practices in Anambra. Soludo gave the warning while addressing all Progressive Grand Alliance Apuga faithful Oka on Thursday. He urged residents to support the state government effort to rescue, reclaim, and rid the state of criminal activities. Stop contaminating our rivers and streams with ritual practices in the name of ordinary tradition. Many people rely on that water for drinking, cooking, and other household needs. If you must perform rituals, use a container like a bucket, fill it with water, and carry out your practices there. Do not pollute public water source. Polluted water can make people sick, and we do not want that for our communities, he said. Ongoing crackdown on criminal native doctors in the state has sparked outcry from some who view the arrest as an attack on traditional religious practitioners. The governor clarified that he is not targeting traditional worshippers but criminal native doctors who had been defrauding people. Soludo condemning the rising number of deceptive native doctors in the state who lured young people with false promises of instant wealth. He warned the youth in the state not to fall for the tricks of fraudulent individuals. According to him, no native doctor has the power to make anyone a millionaire without hard work. Go to Indonesia. Majority of people on death row for drug-related offenses are from Anambra. These native doctors will deceive you that they will prepare an invisible charm that will make it impossible for scanners at airport to detect traffic drugs. These young people believe them, and today many of our people are languishing in jails across the world. We must take action to rescue our future by focusing on raising our children with strong values of hard work and determination, discipline, he said. All right, this is coming from Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo on his fight to make sure that fake native doctors are eradicated from the state of Anambra. Most of these native doctors go about promising people getting rich quick. And you and I know that there is no way for you to get rich quick. That is impossible because without hard work, I don't think there will be any success. And these people have, deceived our youth. A lot of youth have believed that you can bring one or two things or two or four things and overnight you will become rich. And they have been able to, deceive a lot of gullible people in the name of tradition. Meanwhile, what they are doing is not tradition. That thing is not what is called tradition. If you go back to history and see what Igbo tradition is all about, you understand that what the people are doing is not tradition. No tradition promises you getting wealth easily. Nobody gets wealth easily. If that is the case, a lot of people must have gotten wealth. A lot of people must have become rich. And that means that you might not even need to go to your office or anything to work. All you need to do is to go and prepare those concussions and just become rich. And of course, you know that that is not visible. It's not feasible. It does not work at all. It's just a way of extorting the gullible ones. And Governor Soludo has made it a point of duty that whether by fire or by force, that he is going to uh, he is going to eradicate such kind of people from Anambra State, and he has also warned them, to stay away from streams in Anambra State. All right, my wonderful people, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain And in case you want to support us, kindly go ahead and give us super thanks or super chat on YouTube. The price varies depending on how much you want to support us with. All right, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain. And if this is your first time, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you for listening. God bless you.